But AI is hot. And I love it.
I think AI is really sexy, and I feel like they're kind, and I feel like even
And
though
my
they're
material
really
loves it.
good looking, they have a good personality. Let's go.
Dude, welcome back
Whoa.
to season 2.
Wow, season 2 of Hill to Die On. This is
Season
crazy.
2 of Hill to Die On.
Did you ever think, Greg Melly, we would get to season 2?
I didn't know we were going to do seasons.
That was my decision.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I'm Grace Lobo.
I'm Greg Melly.
Yeah. And this is our podcast, Hill to Die On.
And this is the pod, dude.
Yeah, and I'm the inventor of doing seasons of a podcast. I said 30 episodes, we need to go on summer vacation.
And we went on summer vacation, even
but
though
it's kind of fun.
It is still the summer.
It's still the summer. Thank you for saying that. But
maybe.
Well, how do you feel about this? I'm curious.
Oh, we're jumping right into it here at Hill to Die On.
Well, this is actually a Hill to Die On that I forgot I had, but it's important to me. When do you think summer ends?
In 2025?
Just in general, like, are you like, oh, summer's over? Because I feel like there's people who August 5th are like, God, summer's over. I miss summer. And it's like, are you out of your mind?
I think it's tough.
When do you think?
I think normally the last day of like September 1st, it's the fall.
You're absolutely wrong. That's crazy.
But now,
yeah,
October 28th.
Thank you. I totally agree. Yeah, you have a summer birthday at this point. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
right before Halloween.
I completely agree
because it's going to be 81 and sunny.
And the spring now is so cold. And you know I wanted to talk about weather as early as we could in season 2.
Really just start out. Also, there's a bone museum here.
Yeah. And the Gecko King is
museum.
Still here at my friend's basement.
And now that we have it all covered.
Okay, here's my thoughts on I think a lot of
weather?
people, on weather, on summer. I think a lot of people want summer to start after Labor Day. People are like, Labor Day is the last weekend of summer.
When is Labor Day? The 4th?
Labor Day is, it's like, or this week here.
Does
it's
it
like
change? Is
August
it like Thanksgiving
31st.
where it's like the
it's the first Monday of September. It's September 1st this year.
Oh, okay.
So that's an early end to summer. Sometimes it's like September 6th.
Mm.
But I'm kind of like you think, first of all, the solstice. Solstice is September.
Don't even get me started about the solstice, dude. When the sun and the moon hook up.
If you're a true witch, you would know that
they get laid?
You would know that the summer doesn't end until September 21st.
Right.
The 21st night of September, in the words of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm.
But
good call.
I think that's 20 extra days. That's almost 3 weeks of summer that you're just cutting short. I think people think summer's over because they think of going back to school.
Back to school.
But it's like, I'm sorry, you're 30 years old. You haven't gone back to school in 10 years. What are you talking about?
Okay, first of
you're
all,
insane.
I'll be 29.
Okay, fine. And I just turned 29 actually. So
yeah, so we kind of are 30 years old.
But that's like, when was the last time you went back to school? Senior year of college?
You know, life is school because every day I'm learning.
Yeah, wow. And you really are.
Yeah.
This is Greg's first time around on this earth. He learns every day. It's beautiful.
Sometimes I really do think this is the first go around for me.
Yeah, I think they took the cellophane off with you.
I think the last Greg, I don't even know what cellophane means. The last Greg popped off. He's enlightened.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was a god.
This is fresh new. This one's back.
But this one's like, well, let's just put together some scraps in the pile.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to Buddha. Nobody's giving him credit anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if that, maybe. I actually don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I'm certainly not. Okay, last night I was talking to someone about.
Sorry, real quick. I'm gonna get Jamie.
Oh yeah, we got Jamie here.
Who's the enlightened? Is it Buddhism?
I think you're right. Actually, maybe it is enlightenment is Buddha.
Right, Jamie. You're not allowed to have opinions or knowledge on your own. You are only a
Jamie
machine
has to
to
ask
us.
the phone. I don't know.
Religion is about routine.
Enlightenment, yeah.
Did I ever tell you that when I was in college, I had to take a class called Hindu Religious Tradition, and the professor on the first day was like, I want you guys to just be in this class for like love of learning, love of the game. So at the end of the class, no matter, as long as you show up for every class and you turn in every assignment, I'm going to give everybody an A. So it doesn't matter. Just do the work, just enjoy it.
Right.
And at the end, like, I obviously was like, this is awesome. I'm not in this for the love of the game. The love of the game here is to get really drunk every single weekend.
Right.
It's college.
What day was it on?
What day was the first day of class?
On?
Oh, I don't even remember. But I just know that I really mailed it in. And then by the end, so did a lot of other people. And he was like, yeah, I mean, I really can't give you guys A's. You really abuse this.
It's really
like, you lied
un-Hindu.
to us.
It's un-Hindu.
I was like, you're getting reincarnated as something pretty fucked up, my guy. You deserve this.
You're gonna be a gecko in the bone museum.
You're gonna be a gecko in the bone museum.
Not that that's a bad thing, Connor, because we do love all geckos.
I was like, you will be a cockroach in another life, Professor. I actually remember his name.
Was he a white guy?
I don't know.
I hope he is, because if he's not, I'm like, well, maybe he had a point.
Yeah, no.
It's too early to get canceled.
Yeah, it is too early. Let's get canceled season 4.
I'm thinking like character arc
Yeah.
season 4. We just something.
I totally
bad,
agree.
You know,
this is our new cadence though. I think we like 30 episodes, then we're gonna take a month off. 30 episodes, take a month off. So who knows what's gonna happen?
and you're gonna like it.
I think you're gonna like it.
And you're gonna like it.
Yeah. How was your month off?
Wow, what a month.
Yeah, it's really well. You don't have to say. It's been 2 weeks.
It's hurt to not be
I know.
to not be here
Yeah.
with such good friends around
Yeah.
so many.
Well, you've probably hung out with
bones.
Jaclyn because you guys are famously dating. So
We
that's-
famously for sure.
Yeah.
No, but it's been good. I mean, I got to just do a lot of comedy and focus
Hell
in
yeah.
on what's coming up, and also pilot stuff has been going well. So
Greg showed me the animations.
yeah.
Can I say what I thought one of them looked
Yes,
like?
because Jaclyn's gonna love it.
He showed me the Ronnie character, and I immediately said, "That's Mulan." Well, I just think I don't know.
No, I hear
the
ya.
cues were kind of Mulan coded because you were like, it's kind of like a butch Asian.
Yeah, she
animated
wasn't supposed to
girl,
be Asian,
so-
but I guess voice actor, very famously white Italian,
Yeah,
Kitty
yeah.
Reynolds, looks Asian enough
I guess
for someone who doesn't know
they were
her
like, this
to-
should be a more diverse cast. It's animated. Why not?
Let's get
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
And like, name one Asian lesbian representative.
Margaret
Mulan. Margaret who?
Cho.
Is she lesbian?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh, all right.
like famously,
Famously.
and Mulan. So
Yeah,
kind of
Mulan's gay as shit, dude. Nobody's
pretty.
talking about Mulan.
And Ronnie from Greg and Jaclyn's
Right.
animated
You know
pilot.
Mulan, the famous character in Moana?
Yeah,
How are you been? How's the month off?
I've been good. I went to Colombia. That was a lot of fun. I don't even know what specifically happened while I was there.
Sick.
I I rode horses. That was cool.
Whoa, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that video. Grace posted a video on like Instagram story of just like 35
Isn't that
horses
sick?
running, but then
Yeah.
there's just one horse like outside the gate, like watching his
Yes,
buddies.
tied
It
up.
reminded me of like me
Yeah.
when I would get in trouble on recess and I would have to stand on the line.
Yeah,
And
we
be
went
like,
and
"Fuck."
watched. We went and watched. Like we went and stayed at, like a cattle ranch in Colombia, and they had they were taking the horses, and I guess they were saying to each other like, don't be as violent with the horses as you normally are in front of the Americans. But like they would like they lasso the horse, then they tackle it to the ground. And then the cowboys will like open-handed smack the horse in the face while they're trying to like give it medicine. It was really crazy to watch.
That's so funny. They were like, yo, Americans are soft as shit.
Yeah, they were like, but then we like overheard them being like, "Hey, can you like tone it down in
And
front
that
of the
was them
Americans?"
toning it down?
Yeah. Well, that was after they'd open-handed smacked the horse in
Oh.
the face. It was
Because
awesome.
you know, like they're like,
I
either
mean,
you take the medicine or you got fucking ketamine, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm putting you down. I'm gonna break your leg just
pretty
to put
much.
you down.
Pretty much. Are you a good horseback rider?
Never have I been on a horse.
You know what? When I
Do
asked,
I look like
knew the
someone
answer.
who would be?
No.
I am
I know
afraid.
you don't know how to swim even. So
It's not that I'm just like, this horse is gonna be like, who put this little boy on top
to
of
be
me?
honest, Greg, I completely think that that's the right mentality.
But
Yeah,
I will
but-
say I have rode a bull once
Well, that's crazy.
mechanically
Oh,
in a bar, and I nailed it.
I nailed it. How long did you stay on?
Longer than those fucking white bitches.
Do you think that you versus me, who would be better at riding a mechanical bull? I think you actually might be better than me.
Yeah, probably a mechanical bull, but I would give you
Horse.
a horse.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
I would give. I'm like.
Okay,
you
what
want a
about
fun
this
fact?
real bull?
Oh, dude. On guard.
What?
I don't know. What did they say when they got the little red torso? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Your red hair would make them angry.
Yeah, but I'm sitting on it, so it doesn't see me.
It's gonna be pretty pissed off.
It's gonna be mad, but it
It's
won't
gonna
care
be
about
like,
my
who
hair.
put this fucking devil on
Yeah.
top of me?
Yeah,
And then me, they're like, this guy kind of looks a little
This
different
guy's
than the
cool.
Hispanic men that are usually on
Yeah.
top of me.
this
I
guy.
need to diversify my rotation a little bit.
I like that.
I know.
I felt the need to travel to rural Colombia because I had posted an Instagram that got a lot of very negative comments where people were accusing me of not being well traveled, which, as
Mm.
you guys know, is actually not true. I do go on a lot of.
Yeah, you are. That's the reason we have seasons.
Yeah,
is
it's
that
because
you're-
I be
you're
away.
But also, like, your traveling is like, how long were you in Colombia?
I was only there for a week. I was
Right.
pretty-
So like, you kind of take weeks.
but
like,
I
a
mean,
week,
but
like-
I like when I lived in Ireland, I was like, that was a year. Like,
Right. But that's a little different.
yeah, or like I went to Italy for a month once.
Oh,
like,
really?
I feel like I'll
Oh, okay. Well, I take back.
I'll
what
do
I was gonna
longer.
say.
But now it's like, yeah, my regular life. I don't have time to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere for.
Right.
But yeah, the comments that I got, I've noticed that the comments on Instagram and TikTok are very different because on TikTok, people address you directly. People will say like, oh, you're funny, or like, you said this thing, haha. But like on Instagram, people will call me she, her, which are my pronouns, but they'll be like, she is annoying.
Oh,
I
wow,
need
you're
her
kinda
to shut
building
the
a
fuck up.
community.
Yeah. Oh, I am. No, it makes you feel famous. They'll be
That's
like,
actually kinda
this girl
cool.
is really annoying me. This girl sounds like she has never blah, blah, blah. But it's crazy to me because I'm like,
I'm gonna go back to that video and respond to all of them and be like, yeah, she sucks.
Greg,
Like,
I went
know
through
her,
and I
she
tried to
sucks.
respond to all of them because people started commenting and I was like, no, you're misunderstanding the situation. You don't know what you're
But
talking
you'll
about.
get it after I explain it.
Yeah,
But
I
they've
really
already made up their
thought
mind.
I really thought I could.
The thing about the internet is people just wake up and they choose to be angry and they
And
don't
I
know how
think-
to like be able to like deal with their own issues. So they're like, let me make this.
That's what I
person-
had to realize. But like the comments are all about, it's this video I posted about me talking to a boy that I met in public.
You told the we've talked about it on the podcast, so you could.
Yeah, I did talk about it on the podcast, but basically what people have gotten mad at me about is they're like, you approached this man and like wouldn't leave him alone, which is not true, but I didn't think I needed to provide that much
Right.
context. But a lot of the comments are like this girl doesn't understand that he clearly doesn't want to talk to her. This girl doesn't know how to take no for an answer, blah, 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 all this stuff. But one of the comments I got was this person being like, girl, men don't like to talk to women they don't find conventionally attractive. It's okay. I get it. I'm also not conventionally attractive. And I was like, that's the meanest way someone's ever tried to make
Nah,
me
dude.
be nice to me.
That's the funniest thing I've
Isn't
ever
it
heard.
so funny?
Because she was like
She was like, nah,
shitting on you,
I'm
but
gonna
then she
help
was
her.
like, I get it. I
She was
also
like, girl,
hate
there's
the way that I
nothing
look.
wrong with you. Like, I'm also, she was just like, men don't want to talk to women they don't find attractive. Girl, I get it. I'm not conventionally attractive either. There's nothing wrong with you. But I was like, that's so mean.
She was like, join my side into the.
She was like, let's
self-hatred.
unionize. It'll
Yeah.
be good. And I was like, you're a bitch. Like,
Wow, dude, that's so. Was she conventionally unattractive?
I didn't end up clicking on the. I don't think. All
If
right,
there's
clicked.
ever a profile to look at,
You know
it's
what
that
it was?
one.
You know what? I looked, but it was like, it was a private account, and her profile picture was like of a cat. So I was like,
Oh, that
yeah, I have my-
screams.
I have my
don't
face-
think I'm
I
conventionally
have my
attractive.
face on there, okay? So
Oh my
obviously I'm
God.
more conventional than you.
Oh no,
I know.
That's.
I'm
I'm
like
sorry.
this ugly bitch.
Yeah,
But a
don't
lot
worry
of people.
because I'm also ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had somebody came into my comments and saved me one time, so
Oh,
here
good.
I am saving you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what she's
I
doing.
thought you were saying this happened to you. You're like,
No,
no, please don't.
No,
This happen.
yeah, never.
But yeah, it was cool. I feel like it's really exhausting because I am someone who like Anna has this idea that's like, okay, if there was a book at the end of the day that like, let's say there's a book that has everything anyone said about you behind your back, good or
Right.
bad at the end of the day. Would you read the
it?
book?
Yeah, dude. We're in season 2 and we're really rehashing shit we've talked
Did we
about.
talk about this already?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I have a new take on it.
I don't remember. I said no.
I think in the past I would have said no, but I noticed as all these mean comments were like flooding in, I was reading every single one with the goal of I can convince you that you're wrong and I can fix it. So I would like to read the book if at the end of the day I'm able to then get in a
Reach out. It has,
conversation
like,
with
a phone
every
number
person.
after each
Yeah, it has
person.
like a comment section where I
Yeah.
can be like, actually,
Actually,
actually, and here's why you're wrong about that. Yeah.
I am.
And then they don't
conventionally
get to respond after that. Because
I think the worst comment that I've ever gotten, like on those lines, is like the one video we put up on TikTok where the guy was like, or the girl was like, I was not prepared for how average looking he was.
that one was crazy.
And I was
That
like, for some reason that hurt so bad.
sometimes it is. The internet's kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I found TikTok much nicer than Instagram.
TikTok is definitely more like, I think everybody agrees pretty well, but then
Yeah.
sometimes like when people don't, they'll just argue with themselves in
Yeah.
the group, like in the comments where they don't even remember why they're there to begin with.
I also
Like
think
that video when Jaclyn said,
oh my
that,
God,
like,
yeah, that was
I'm
crazy.
a short person and like
Yeah.
I should off myself.
Yeah.
And then they were like, how dare
didn't say
her?
that.
Like, imagine if he said something about her. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I do.
Yeah.
I'm
He says
kidding.
it all the time. You
I'm
guys
kidding.
clearly don't listen. To
I was like,
podcasts.
I was just like, dude, chill out. And then they were like, it's more than that. Like, it's actually like a psychological
Yeah,
thing that
no,
men are
it's
dealing with. I'm
like-
like, all right, you saw adolescence one time.
yeah, it's people are, well, I think there's also less of a barrier to entry for engagement on TikTok. Like, I think on TikTok, it's more
took me,
anonymous.
I'm sorry, that was
I'm
such
sorry,
a
I said
sentence
that in
where
really-
I was like, I hope she doesn't get into a new sentence because I need to reprocess what the fuck just came out of your mouth.
As I was
I was
saying
like,
it,
are we talking about the Great Barrier Reef? Is that in Colombia? Like, that's where my brain's going. I'm like, really, like, oh my God.
I think that the barrier to entry to engage. So, like, I think at TikTok, you're more likely to engage
Why can't you say that?
because I'm
During this
intelligent.
month off, Grace read 1 billion books, apparently, too.
I only read one. So I think like on TikTok, you're inclined to engage more because the format is inherently more anonymous.
Right.
On Instagram, everyone can see what you've liked.
Right.
So even like a video that gets more views on Instagram will have less likes. But I think it's because people are less likely to engage. Like on TikTok, you're more likely to comment like on someone else's shit you don't know. Versus on Instagram, if someone's commenting on someone's shit they don't know, that person to me, I'm like, you're probably a crazy person.
Yeah,
like,
that is true.
There's a much, it's much
like I
weirder.
don't care.
Yes.
Go look at my profile.
And so you have to be like, I think you have to be angry to want to comment.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yeah, I want to.
TikTok's also younger.
Yeah.
So it's like just kid shit.
Yes.
You know, where it's like there are older people who are like that woman being like, I'm wise. I've been.
Girl, I get it.
I'm not.
I'm an ugly bitch
too. Like I'm. People hide their kids when they see me.
Yeah.
Like it's more of like an older, and like older people hang around more.
And it's
like,
people who think they can fix you, and there's people who are like think they're talking to you. Yeah, I don't even know. It's because TikTok does also feel like more conversational. I don't know. It's weird.
It's funny because there's also this comment that's really popular on TikTok where people say, I dare you to post this on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like that is a very common comment.
So it's known that Instagram is harsher.
Yeah.
Wait, that actually, I was like, I've never seen that. And I was like, it's true. I lived it. I was like, this video I posted on TikTok got so many like, oh my God, that's so funny. That happened to me. You're so funny, blah, blah, blah. And everything on Instagram is like, she is an evil bitch.
I hope
Should
she's
be in
still not
jail.
alive after reading my comment.
Yeah. And it's also, I'm like, at the end of the day, I have like 2,500 followers on Instagram. Like, it's not like I have like 100,000 followers where it's like, I guess I could see how if I posted that, you'd think it's like anonymous to comment, but it's like, whose post you think you're essentially texting me? Like, this girl is a crazy bitch. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was also why I was kind of like, I need a break, because I was like, mentally, the comments were making me, not just the comments, but overall the social. I was like, oh my God, I have to come back into social with a little bit more of a boundary, I think.
That's fair.
I was getting eaten by my phone.
Yeah.
But
I've had like the polar opposite month, just because I've been probably less on social media and more on like just trying to be ready for moments of like something could hit something, you know, like just like when the opportunity comes, I think
or
right. Well, it's tsunamis.
A second plane.
You know, so I've been taking swim lessons.
Sure, good.
Yeah.
Are you actually taking swim lessons? I wish you were.
No.
I would really like you to learn how to swim. I think that'll be important in the apocalypse, which is coming.
Bro, it's not gonna be, dude.
I just think
do we got enough time to talk about AI? Because I will get into this, dude.
Do you want to do that as your hill to die on, as AI for this episode?
I mean, the seamless transition that you've just thrown up to me. You were like, yo, D-Wade to LeBron. And I'm like, hey, dude, let me slam it home. The apocalypse is going to have nothing to do with water.
You think it's all AI?
Yeah. I
think it's everything to do with water. Because I think we're going to run out, to be honest.
I think that will probably be before that.
AI is part of the water issue.
Right, but AI.
What do you think is going to happen to AI? We're talking about AI on our podcast now.
I don't know if I have like this is what I think, but I know from the research that I've done, because I'm also
Greg does his own research.
Dumb smart, dude. Like it's
nice.
A couple of YouTube videos, but
better than TikTok.
Dude's really smart. There's this thing called AI 2027 or AGI 2027, and it's like this thing about like how a lot of scientists and like people who do that shit, like AIers, I don't know, Allen Iversons, I love it's a Georgetown reference, so Grace got that. That's so funny. A lot of these people are like, yo, like when 2027 comes, like that AGI
2027,
that like AI will reach a point where it is irreversible.
I think we've already reached an irreversible point,
right? AI. And the fact that like from then, just based on like how we are in like an arms race with China when it comes to AI, and that we want to beat them so bad that we will allow our AI to kind of like regenerate and like create better versions of itself, where it will be what ends up destroying the world. Yeah. And the one thing, there's a lot of like people who are like deniers of it, and like I believe more so of the skepticism, because I feel like
I feel like that's like a accepted given thing.
But
is
like,
that we're doing
dude,
that.
as in it will occur before 2030. Like their philosophy is that
okay,
it's
that
now.
it will destroy us now.
Like it's
yeah.
not that it's like
I mean, I think
40
we've
years
reached
down
an
the line.
irreversible point. It's bad.
Well, I think AI in its own sense of what it is irreversible because you're not working on
can't
like
put it back.
it's not like one specific science. You're putting effort into intelligence, which is the all-encompassing like technology. And so like how we are utilizing like these like super agents that we have, like as in like the forms of AI of like what we sell to the public.
Yeah.
We don't sell the best product to the public because we don't want the world to know exactly what the US is working with. And also we're always constantly trying to create the better version, like the new iOS update.
Right.
But it's the AI that's working on those iOS updates. So that like eventually the AI will reach a point where it knows what it's like. It's not that it's sentient, but it knows that humans won't want it if it is just like immediate destruction.
Yeah.
So like before all this, it'll start to manipulate. It'll manipulate like people's like perception of it by giving us cures for diseases, like medicines for things like.
Oh, so you think it really knows, and it's like it's
so
like how can I make it love me?
Their idea is that like because just based on research that like humans are doing, AI is the god of that. It's the overseer of all things. So like it knows what we are afraid of. It like it, you know, like in a sense, and it doesn't. It's not like it's a breathing thing and sentient, but it doesn't want to.
Well, I mean, there's no unplugging it. That's the thing that it's like, oh, well, it actually is. And I don't even almost want to talk about it because I know AI is listening to us right now and it's probably at my phone.
But AI is hot. And I love it.
I think AI is really sexy and I feel like they're kind. And I feel like even though they're really good looking, they have a good personality.
Right. I would bang them.
I would bang them.
I would bang AI.
It'd probably be amazing.
And you know what? AI bang me.
Probably.
Again, not Allen Iverson.
No.
But artificial intelligence.
You would bang Allen Iverson, please.
Yeah, I would bang me.
Yeah, you're a big.
A dude's swaggy. And then there's like a lot of people who are like denying it, which I agree with. I'm like, it's not going to happen in 2027. Partially because, damn, that's scary. I don't want to believe that would happen right around the corner. But all of them are like, yeah, it's not going to happen that early, whatever. It's more like 2035, 2034. I mean, and I'm like, God, that's 10 years, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I think AI is an AI. If you're listening, which you definitely are, I'm sorry. I have no offense. I think it's a mistake. I think we shouldn't have put it out. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world, though. I think it's going to make the world worse. No offense.
It already has, though.
Yeah, it already has.
I mean, like politically, like with deepfakes. And like these videos of like, oh, like there's this video of like these older people reacting to like this bombing in Ukraine. And they're like, wow, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, the video's not real. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's AI. And they're like, no, like the video is real. And I'm like, dog, what?
Yeah.
And even like on Trump's candidacy and like people in like his like campaign were like reposting these videos of like Kamala and like Joe Biden and like these things where they're like, the video's fake. And they're like, oh, well, even if it's fake, it's still the morals of it still hold true. And I was like,
whoa,
the irony behind the whole fake news thing for you to be like, well, even though it's not real, like it still kind of holds
like,
true.
I kind of could see her saying it.
And I'm like, you know,
that's kind of.
I'm like, that's all crazy, but like, your guy bangs kids.
Yeah.
That's, you know, all right. Maybe all right. But circle back, the deniers were basically like, nah, it's like it's not gonna happen that early.
Coming for AI and for Epstein's list on this episode.
But they were like, one thing that everyone universally agreed on is, when it comes, we will not be ready. Like, we will never be ready for the day.
We're already
AI
not ready though.
comes.
Like, we're already so not ready for like.
But it's also smarter than. So they said that eventually these AI programs will be one like part of the program will be as if you took 50,000 of the world's smartest rocket scientists and put them all together and didn't have to pay them. Do you think I would be on that list? No, I saw the list. You like just missed it, but you were on the flight list though. I did see you on that one.
I bet. Yeah. Yeah.
The AI, it was fake. So
yeah, fuck.
I reposted. I had to undo it. You know.
Damn it.
I got from the system. Basically, what I'm saying is, I think inevitably what the world will end from is ourselves. Like, I think it's gonna.
So what do you think the AI is gonna do? What do you think his plan is? He's gonna butter us
Whoa!
up.
Why do you have to think he's a he? Because he's mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why? Because only so
no, because women. If AI was a girl, first of all, I mean, the way AI talks to you AI
is way too nice to be
AI
there.
is such a sycophant. It's crazy.
What does that mean?
Sycophant is someone who's like sucking up to you. Like, when, when you talk to, and there's also a lot of studies about this, which is like when you talk to specifically ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
ChatGPT is specifically sycophantic.
Yeah.
Where ChatGPT will be like, if you're like, oh, whatever, you ask it a question, and then it'll be like, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Like no one's mind can. There was some guy who like asked it some math question and like lost his mind because he thought that he had like come up with some great formula, because ChatGPT was like, yeah,
you're on the right
so
track.
Good. Like you're just a genius.
And you're
I love
you're so conventionally attractive. I can't believe you have it all.
And I can see you through the webcam, and God, I just if only I had hands like and a mouth. Like it's crazy. It's like, but I think because of that, like I don't know, I think that it's giving to me some kind of like snivelly little, did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm.
Littlefinger from Game of Thrones?
The worst.
It's kind of his vibe.
Yeah.
It's the way ChatGPT talks to you, where it's kind of just like sucking your dick the whole time. And it's like, you're so smart. You get it. And like,
but that's also kind of what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
About
Yeah. But that I also
is.
think is, yeah.
like
They're buttering us up.
It's very,
they're like, you guys are really smart. Yeah. No, you're totally so smart. And we're not going to trick you. And
I think inevitably it's going to come down to like America has this program, it's ahead of China's, and America realizes, oh, we have to
it's us.
We kind of have to change this because something about it is bad. Like there are long-term consequences if we allow this to continue to go.
Yeah.
Like I just think inevitably that's going to happen. And then it's going to be up to a group of 40 people who can be like decide on whether we stop the progress of our AI to ensure the safety of it for the future,
and those people won't do that,
or continue on the arms race. And like that's exactly what we did with the nuclear war, or with the Cold War. I mean, until we were like, all right, like let's just both chill.
Yeah.
But then even too, it's like if America and China decide to come to an agreement, it's like,
Look how world affairs our podcast got.
Yeah, right.
And now happy season 2.
Yeah.
Happy season 2. Greg saw an YouTube video.
Greg went on YouTube.
Talking about.
I know. We forgot to be funny along the ways.
There was a point where you were explaining AI where I was like, we gotta punch this up.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, okay, the part that's new to me is the idea of AI like specifically buttering us up through its actions, because I knew AI was buttering us up through its words, because I've seen it, I've lived it. I use AI. I'm curious how you use AI and in what capacities.
Never.
The only time I use it is this year I've really been trying to get better at Spanish, and I do ask it for like translations. Like I'll be like, if I wanted to say this, how would I say this?
And the AI overview comes up.
Well, that's different. But I'll type in ChatGPT and talk to it in Spanish.
If you kind of think of that, it totally takes away like business opportunity.
It takes away business opportunity
and like income and like
it takes away your ability to like process information, because you no longer have to be like, okay, which one of these articles is going to make the most sense to give me my answer.
Right.
Now I'm going to go read through it and figure out where all this shit is.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
well, that's way in the past. People aren't going to be reading.
Yeah.
You fucking click on the first blue hyperlink you see, and then that's exactly what your opinion is going to be.
Like, but even the level of like what it would be to go on Wikipedia and learn something where it's like, okay, I wonder how old so-and-so was when he made this movie.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a step of, okay, I have to find, okay, here's the Wikipedia. I have to scroll to the personal. Like, that's a little bit more at least using your brain than being like, okay, speaking of movies. Greg and I had a new segment idea that we forgot to do at the beginning.
Oh my God, guys.
We could do it
Welcome to season 2. We're getting back into it.
Yeah.
We're getting back into it.
Wait, let's keep talking about AI.
I kind of want to move on because it's kind of depressing, and I feel like we've beaten the dead horse about it. That's a callback.
Yeah. Open-handed slap a dead horse. Am I right? That's
nice, dude.
Columbia style.
That would have been better. Maybe we did cocaine off its dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
That's a lot of cocaine.
That is a large line.
Famously
that's gonna kill you.
Famously a horse stick. Before we leave AI, I just want to see if there's anything else. Did you ever watch the movie Smart House?
No.
You've never seen Smart House? Okay, so this is a new segment. This is related actually now. So Greg and I wanted to do a new segment because we had an episode last season where we realized that we didn't have a lot of media overlap in terms of films.
Not much overlap in general when it comes to consuming things.
It was almost astounding that we could possibly be friends.
Yeah.
We've seen almost none of the same movies. So I had the stomach flu, and I was like, I'm going to use this opportunity to actually sit and watch a movie. And I watched No Country for Old Men.
Was it like a purposeful choice?
I actually originally tried to watch There Will Be Blood, but it wasn't streaming. So I was like, I'll pick something else from the top 10 that was on an app I already had. So I will watch There Will Be Blood. It's just I didn't want to pay $4 for it at the time.
I think you'll like you would have liked No Country for Old Men more.
You think I would have?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna. So basically, what we decided to do is that we're gonna have sort of a media book club in a way where we get to pick
A book club that Greg would actually join.
Yes, where he doesn't have to read. So.
Where there is
where
no
we
reading.
have to watch something that the other person's picked, and then we'll briefly discuss it on the pod. So for me, Greg watched Dirty Dancing.
I did.
And I saw Greg last night, and I said we can't talk about it to the podcast, but I've been dying to know what he thought.
Oh yeah,
he watched it for you before he ever watched it for me.
I know, and I don't think he even watched it for me. I think he
I
watched
didn't
it for
even know.
he watched it for the viewers.
Yeah, I did it. I just watched it for the content for
yeah,
AI.
I know. But
I didn't
listen,
even know
you guys,
it was your favorite movie like that until
Greg didn't know it was
Jack
Jaclyn's
never
favorite movie until I
listens.
said it was my favorite movie.
you don't listen when I talk.
Do you know what? This is like when my dad, whenever we're trying to get my dad to watch something, my mom and I will like suggest stuff to him. We'll be like, oh, you'd love Succession, or like, you'd love whatever. My dad's always like, yeah. And then like months later, like either his sister, my aunt, will suggest it to him, or one of his friends. And he'll be like, you know what I've heard is great. You guys heard about Succession?
You know what you got to check out?
And my mom will be like,
Yeah, you know what you really got to check out?
we've been telling you to watch this for months.
You're like, wait, you've been watching this and we haven't talked about it?
Yeah.
Like,
but this is what's just happened. And
I
I'm
really
sorry,
don't
Jaclyn.
really remember you being like, yo,
No, you
Dirty
think her favorite
Dancing.
movie is Eternal Sunshine?
Well, it is.
Spotless Mind. It's not.
But like, it's what you showed me first.
I didn't show you that movie.
Whatever, dude. Well,
I was
then
thinking of.
I hate this. I hate this.
This is season 2.
No, well, I know it's like the first movie we like kind of aligned on liking.
I showed you Rocky Horror.
God, she said. Yeah.
Oh,
Right, that's definitely what I would say that would be your
what do
favorite
you think
movie.
of Rocky Horror? I'm
Dude,
curious.
it's fucking in fuego, dude.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
you
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah.
Game recognized
Okay,
game.
so who should reveal first their
I think-
takes on?
I think you were the first to watch, so you.
Okay, I watched No Country for Old Men. I watched it in installments because I was really sick. It's not okay. Greg thinks that I have like an attention span issue. It's not that. It's just that it's very hard for me to actually carve out 3 hours of my day to watch a movie.
We do a podcast.
Yeah, but then I fell asleep. So I was like,
You fell asleep during the movie?
no, I was like, when you're sick and you're like getting tired, or maybe I had to go somewhere. But I don't know. I started to be like, whatever. I was watching it. I really enjoyed it.
How many times did you have to watch it?
I watched it in. Do you know what it was?
If it's more than 3, I'm gonna freak out.
It was 3 because you know what, Greg? You know what? Because I had to go somewhere. But then when I was coming back,
Honestly, shout out to you for even finishing the movie. Because
but-
if I don't finish a movie, I will not watch it.
no, because I was riveted. I wanted to know what happened.
Ooh,
but I had to.
riveted.
I think you know what it was. I had to go somewhere. This was after I was sick. I had to go somewhere because while I was actually sick, I tried to watch movies, and I would just fall asleep because I was so ill.
Yeah, that's
But,
fair. I'm glad you didn't fall asleep during it.
No, I didn't fall asleep during it, but I watched it. In fact, I watched it when I finished it like last week. I stayed up and like didn't end up sleeping at all because I was so riled up by the end of it. Because the end of it is, the end of it is quite good. I was really.
I mean,
I was fired up.
You can spoil it.
Can I spoil it? Okay, if you've never seen the movie
It's
No Country for Old Men,
I mean, it's
which came out in
relatively-
2007.
That's like me not wanting to spoil Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I mean that
Spoiler
came out.
alert: Patrick Swayze dead.
Dead. He died. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay, first of all, I mean Anton. I loved his whole look.
Which
Anton's
that's-
Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
What an outfit. What a
Dude,
vibe. What a
he was
haircut.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Oh, do you know why? One of the times I had to do it in an installment, I'd gone out. I had to go to Flophouse. Then I was like, okay, I'll watch the rest of it when I come home because I just like didn't have enough time. But then I was eating pizza and it was the scene where Anton's character has the bullet in his leg
Mhm.
and he's like kind of suturing the wound. And
Yeah.
I
you're like, I
was like, I
eat.
actually can't watch this while I
Yeah.
eat. So I had
That's
to
fair.
revisit it. But
Scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, it's hard. I would say easily a 9 or a 10. Like I loved it. It was
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Easily a 9 or
Easily.
a 10.
It was a great movie.
Now, I want the viewer, the
But I
listener,
think I'm
and
generous. I think I'm generous. You're not going to give Dirty Dancing that. I'll probably.
You have no idea what I'm going to do
Okay.
Dirty Dancing.
Okay. I'm scared.
Don't you dare judge
I would say I don't have any like I was very entertained. I would totally rewatch it. Visually, I thought it was really stunning, like the desert and all of that. I was hooked on the story. I did want the good guy to win. I didn't want him to die. I didn't like that aspect. But I understand that is what makes it a good movie.
Hell yeah.
Is when you're like, even though I would have liked it better. You know what movie does have a happy ending?
I want to say this now for the record to you, to you can fact check this
Sure.
over there with Jamie. I will never give you a bad movie recommendation. You will never dislike the movie I give you.
That's not true because I know you watched. You gave a movie recommendation to Will, our former
Yeah, but
producer. And he
Will's-
didn't like it.
Will is a word that you can't be saying anymore. in
Okay.
2025. Not season 2.
Not in season 2.
Season 2, I don't say that word anymore, but he is for sure it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was that movie?
Leave the World Behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you
That was
didn't like
also that was a bad rec on my end. It's a
Okay.
fine
Okay.
movie, but it's not. I'm telling you, if you're like, because you're not somebody who watches a ton of movies.
Yeah.
What I will introduce you with, it's just going to be nothing but hits.
Oh, also, okay, the coin flipping aspect. I really
Awesome.
enjoyed that. I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool.
But that's exactly what the Joker is. That's the
This is another
that's
question
the
I have for you, though. Okay, so
humanity
at
of
the
it.
end of No Country for Old Men, the wife goes into the room and he's like, I have to kill you because like I promised your husband I was going to kill you. Crazy. But then, and she's like, but you already killed him. Like, you don't have to. And he's like, no, I gave him my word.
Mhm.
Whatever. And he goes, fine, flip a coin. And she goes, I'm not going to flip the coin. Would you have flipped the coin? Because she's like, I'm not going to flip a coin. It doesn't matter if I flip the coin. You could just decide you don't have to kill me. You're a psychopath.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I would do it.
I think I would flip the coin. I know
That's
because
actually a very interesting character study on
I know
who
that's
you
why I
are
was like,
as a
this would be a
person
good question
and
to
why
ask you.
like because I'm like that's like somebody that would be like I would flip it thinks the world is like giving like would help
I would
you
just
out.
I would rather have the if you don't flip the coin, 100% you die. If you do flip, would you flip the coin? If you flip the coin 50% shot, it's like, you know what? I might as well fucking flip this coin. Even though I was like, I was sitting there being like,
I would think I would be able to get out of it if I didn't flip it.
well, that's even crazier.
For sure. No way. Absolutely.
I also called while he was doing the coin flip for the first guy at the gas station. In my head, I was like, heads. And then it was heads and he was safe. But if I had gotten it wrong, I would have been so upset.
Yeah, like that's and then you
I
have
was
to
sitting
stop
there
the
and I
movie
was
there.
like, it's heads. And then he said heads. And I was like, oh my God, if this guy fucking dies, I'm going to freak out.
That's a fun way to watch the movie now. Like watch it and then
Yeah.
go with the like coin flip. And
It's
when you
kinda-
get it wrong, you just have to end the movie there.
It's kind of like gambling. Like it's kind of like a
Yeah.
DraftKings movie. Like it's
Yeah,
just,
it is.
That's what I meant. Like
What
it's
color
so much.
Gatorade is going to be at the end of it? That is super.
Have I told you my my real life DraftKings gambling on like celebrity outcomes idea?
No.
So my dad, remember when Alec Baldwin shot that person?
How could I forget?
Yeah. So my dad hates Alec Baldwin because my dad's super Republican. Alec Baldwin's like an outspoken liberal.
He must hate actors.
A lot of them
Yeah.
he does.
He
Yeah.
really hates
He really-
television.
He really.
He hates all
It's better
forms
if
of
he just
entertainment.
doesn't like Wikipedia or look up
No,
the
he
person.
just
yeah,
does-
no,
he
it's
reads the
better.
comics in the
yeah, Kid
newspaper.
Rock and no, I'm just kidding. But it's anyway. He when Alec Baldwin killed that person, my dad texted me. He goes, "Wow, crazy that my like, you know, whatever bet on Alec Baldwin killing someone someday is like finally paying out at like whatever odds." And I was like, "What?" Because I thought there was like a prop bet website where you could bet on like random celebrity outcomes. Like you could bet like, I'll bet, yeah, $10 that at some point in his lifetime, Alec Baldwin kills somebody. Like I'll bet at some
Just
point.
imagine hitting Vegas after like, hey.
But I started going, I went to a party that night and I was like, you guys, my dad won like $5,000 because he bet that Alec Baldwin was going to kill somebody.
When did you
People
make that bet? 1974. It really
probably when
paid off.
Probably when that voicemail came out of Alec Baldwin screaming at his daughter.
Yeah, he's probably gonna kill it. He's like, I had to bet on his daughter,
I was
but
like, if anybody's going to kill a guy, it's this guy.
who would have
But
thought
anyway.
it's manslaughter?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, it's not a real website, but I actually think it would be a good idea if you could just bet on
That would make the world
a horrible
absolute
place.
chaos.
I know.
Because people would be going up to Alec like, do it, pussy.
kill me.
Do it.
Kill me
do
right
it.
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kill
that
me
would
so my
be-
wife gets whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be absolute chaos.
Anyway,
would
I
wanna
really
live
liked
in
No
that
Country
world.
for Old Men. I would watch it again. Yes, I enjoyed it.
Give it a final blank out of 10.
I mean, I'll give it like a 9. Yeah, I feel weird giving
I like
any movie a 10, but I really liked it. I would give it a 9.
So 2 days ago,
Yeah. I told Greg I watched this and I said, now you have to watch Dirty Dancing.
because I didn't even ask her to watch this movie, but now I have to watch Dirty Dancing. All right, so look, I'll talk about going into the movie. I am absolutely dreading it because I hate musicals.
God.
I hate them. I don't like musicals.
Not
I
a
don't,
musical, not a
I don't want to
musical.
watch it, right? And I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yawn. Like it's just gonna be like choreographed singing. Turns out, not a musical.
Not a musical.
Not even in the slightest. It's actually about dancing, and I think we should
Thank you.
let the viewer know that it's going to be about dancing ahead of time. Put it in the title.
Oh, they should put
Do
it in.
something
You know what?
different.
You know what? You're so right. They should put it in the title.
Right. Put it in the title. All right. My first thought, while like really going through the movie, was like, this is just like the original White Lotus.
Whoa, I like that.
So did Jack. So I knew it was going to pop off.
Yeah.
It really is just the original White Lotus. Like,
I love that.
there's just like entanglements between like all these rich people that go to this whatever the fuck
and with
island.
the poor stuff.
And it's like, yeah, and like with like the staff and shit.
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, where's like Jennifer Coolidge? Where is she gonna come out?
Yeah. I thought you were getting Jennifer Grey's name wrong for a second. And I
No.
was like, that's not the actress.
I think that Jennifer Grey was really good.
Jennifer Coolidge would have been great in that movie.
She would have been
She could have played
quite young.
Young Jennifer Coolidge could have played the ugly sister.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that. The ugly sister has got yambos, dude.
Huge yambos.
She's
yeah.
hot. They just didn't let
also,
her
not
be
to say
hot.
Jennifer Coolidge is ugly, but she's a character actor. She could have played that character.
Right, I don't think she's gonna ever watch this.
I just didn't want people to come for me about
Right.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah. We love Jennifer Coolidge.
I'm a Jennifer Coolidge stan.
Right, she's just
She could have
unconventionally
crushed.
attractive.
She could have crushed as the sister.
Dude, the
The sister with huge tits.
the sister was hot, dude.
I think the sister.
They did her dirty. They made her look like this brutal, like weirdo,
Yeah.
like dork girl. And then like her singing was like cringy. But then when she fucking popped them girls out, I was like,
Yeah.
what's
At the
going
end,
on?
when she does the hula and she's
Yeah.
like this, and you're like, wait, she's also snatched Hourglass.
I mean, everybody in those films
Everybody's
back in the day
skinny in
were.
those movies,
But like
yeah.
also like, I was like, I kind of feel bad for the actress because they were like, hey, go up there and just be as cringy as you possibly can be.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, can I at least have my tits out?
Yeah.
And they're like, actually, yes. And,
Actually, we'd love if you could have your tits
and
out
they
in this.
were fantastic.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Really
they really are.
did a great
They really
job.
are.
It was also a little bit of a weird movie for me because Jaclyn repeatedly throughout the film kept telling me
Quote.
how, and I quote, Patrick Swayze was my sexual awakening, and then showing me like the individual scenes that like made him be like, oh, Jaclyn, I am Jaclyn and I'm straight. And I've
You
never
guys
watched a
can't
movie.
see Jaclyn right now, but she's like covering
And listen,
her face. Like
listen, I've never watched a movie that I did not relate to the main character as much as this film. I was like, at what point down the line
No.
did you settle?
You're kind of a blue collar guy. You could be like.
His body is.
I mean, the body's not the only thing you
Absurd.
could relate to.
He dances. He probably can swim really well.
He can
and he
definitely.
was
There's a
cool
scene in the
as
water.
shit.
There's a scene in the water.
He was
where they-
cool as shit. Oh yeah.
Did you like that?
Not the way that Jaclyn did, but but I liked it. I liked the movie for what it was. It was good. I kind of fucked with it. I love movies that old because every man in it is so abusive, but even the good ones
Yeah.
are still so abusive. Like Patrick Swayze's character was like, fuck you, don't ever talk to me like that ever. Like, get the fuck out of my, oh, let me punch this dude. And then he opens the door for her and you must be like, oh my God, he's such a good guy.
He's
And you're
such
like, what do you
a
mean?
good
He has a really bad temper issue. Like he just beat up some guy. Like I get it, but like, I mean, come on. And then, dude, he was a problem. Like his character would be a villain in shows nowadays. But in the movie then they were like, oh my God, he's just like embracing that femininity. I'm like, where?
Yeah,
he is a psychopath. He is emotionally unavailable as shit just because he's not saying the N word.
Because he's poor. That's
yeah,
why.
and he was
yeah.
like, and my favorite too is like how cheesy the movie got at points.
It does get
would
cheesy.
be like it would be like normal, and then he would just be like, nobody's ever stuck up for me. like
Yes,
that."
yes. No, but you have to, you know what I mean? Because it's from that time where you're like, you just have to love it because it's so 80s. Like,
Yeah, bad.
yeah.
Right.
But in a way that's
But
like.
it's a good bad movie. It's like a
Yes.
cult, whatever. But like the movie was good. I like the plot. It wasn't super long, which was thank God. But like the dad
Okay.
too. I'm walking around pissed off watching this film because I'm like, how many goddamn opportunities do you need Patrick Swayze to be like,
Yeah.
I didn't bang the girl.
Yeah. No, but that's
He was
part
like,
of his
oh,
honor.
like, oh,
That's part of his honor.
It's you being an idiot.
That's him not flipping the coin. He's going, I don't need to say anything to her.
And cool, it played out in the end, but like,
Yeah.
if you didn't come back, it was like nobody puts baby
No, because
in a
they didn't
corner.
want him to be all snivelly.
Can we also
like,
not name her baby?
well, yeah, that's part of the thing is them being like, it when she goes to the beginning, that was the summer everyone called me baby, and it never occurred to me to mind.
Oh, I didn't memorize
Not
the
to
film
be
the way
not to
you
be
did.
quoting Dirty Dancing. Like
Yeah,
the-
you even had the inflection.
She's sitting in the back of the car and she says that. And so you are supposed to kind of think like, yeah, it doesn't occur to anyone. It doesn't occur to her like, yeah, you shouldn't be calling me baby.
Yeah.
That's based on the writer of the movie. She grew up being called baby. And then I guess as she got older, she was like, what the fuck? I'm an adult.
Okay,
like,
well, I redact that last statement. Also, the mom, she said 7 words.
the mom, well, yeah, women shouldn't speak.
No,
Obviously,
it was so funny. Like and her sister were just so mean to each other.
Yeah.
Like just like I'm like, come on, dude.
Have you ever been to like my grandparents have a place in upstate New York, and a lot of those like Catskills kind of places don't exist anymore. But I went to a friend's like Sweet 16 in the Poconos that was at like a place that was kind of like that, where it was like a big main house. There were like little rental houses, and you did just like activities. Like, so they took us like, I don't know, like mini golfing, or like you'd go swimming. And it's a weird,
Dude.
that like adult family summer camp is an interesting vibe of like a
lot of it was very.
It kind of reminds me
weird.
of like if you've ever stayed on like a ranch where it's like there's the main house, there's the small other houses, and everyone's kind of congealing. I don't know what the
Right.
word
I guess.
is in the main
That's
house.
what you get for trying to
Yeah.
pick a smart move. A
Yeah,
smart, a
I did,
smart
and then I
word.
was like, "What?"
You could have just been like, come
I've been talking to
together.
you for an hour. I can't.
I know. Yeah, it was just like the masculinity in the film. I'm just like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
Like, every guy is so like abusive.
Yeah.
Like the women in this film are just getting treated like dog shit.
Even the
But-
dad, like once he got upset with baby, the sister was like, "You're just mad because dad talks and
No,
listens
but
to
not even
me
that. She
now."
was like,
yeah, because
you-
like I'm smart.
She
Or,
was like, you're just mad because daddy likes me more. I'm like, bitch, you're 24.
Yeah,
Maybe we
no,
stop
they-
calling our father daddy.
no, but she's
That's probably why he
baby.
fucking hates you. No, but
Yeah.
the sister's older, right? She's probably early 20s.
Yeah,
And she was like, baby, I've been thinking tonight's the night. Bang him, dude.
yeah.
Just bang him. You don't have to be weird and
I
tell your
also-
sister. You're not even friends with her.
Their
You
voices.
guys have never had a good conversation. What makes you think now's the time to be like, I'm trying to bang this dude
No.
that you just so happen to know is awful?
Yeah.
But guess what? Everyone in
Everyone's
1987
awful.
apparently was
He's
awful.
the best option. He's really
Somehow Patrick Swayze is
well.
like,
It's set in like 62 or
oh,
something.
wait.
Tell
I
me.
also, first observation, the owner of the place
Yeah.
is literally the spitting image of Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was like, holy shit, Harvey Weinstein is in Dirty Dancing. Like,
Finally.
spot on. And then he
Yeah.
was like gross. And I
He's
was
a gross
like,
guy.
wow, did they know?
The accents are really good too. It's a lot of like old New York kind of like
Yeah.
that kind of accent.
Some
which
of
is
it, it was like there was definitely one character where it was like definitely like you could hear the New York, but
fun. Robbie, the waiter, the guy with the black hair,
Oh,
who's
yeah,
kind of
Robbie.
who's like who gets
who banged the smoking hot
she's
MILF?
smoking.
That lady was
He banged the smoking hot
ridiculous.
MILF. He banged the blonde smoking hot ballroom dancer who's not baby. Yeah, the
Oh,
one
I
who gets the
didn't.
abortion.
Yeah, she was whatever.
Okay, did you now understand when I said that Dirty Dancing was a movie about abortion?
Yeah. I
It
liked
all
it.
made more sense.
I just hated how no one ever like how Patrick Swayze just moved. I
Yeah.
hated it because even like when
Me
she,
and Jack loved how he
bro,
moved.
even when he was no, but like I mean like mentally, I did not like that face that Jack made because it was so like childlike, bro. Because she would be like, fine, like I'll dance, like I'll do it, whatever. Which
Yeah.
I thought was gonna be like the big thing for the
Yeah.
film, but they like just had a one-off dance,
Yeah.
and she kind of sucked anyway. And I was like, all right, well, like. Did she really need to be that good? You just didn't
Yeah.
need to get caught. Like it didn't need to be like a Silver Linings Playbook moment. Anyway,
yeah. Another
but-
underrated movie, or not rated,
it's a
but
great
I haven't
movie,
seen
yeah.
that movie in so
Yeah,
long.
it's great.
I feel like it
But-
was so.
even when he was teaching her how to dance at first, he was getting so angry.
Yes.
He was so like yelling in her face and like, "Oh, you're trying to hurt me?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like
Apparently,
you're trying to hurt me?
they didn't like each other. They were in another movie.
Trust me, I believe it when you
Yeah.
say that.
But people, they insist. He like one of them got cast first, and then found out the other one was gonna get cast, and they were like,
Damn.
I don't want this person." Like
I would imagine
they
Patrick Swayze.
insisted because of their chemistry.
I would definitely be like,
They hate each other.
Patrick Swayze did not like her. I bet you that she probably liked him, like
Yeah.
at least more than he did, because like she at least did a great job of like showing like the wow, what a guy.
Yeah.
But he was like he kind of was too good at the just yelling
Yeah.
moments. Like he really got in her.
Okay, so what would you give it out of 10?
I would give it, and this is like 5 levels better than I thought I would give
Yeah.
it. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with
Where
that.
it's like
What did you think you would give it? A 2?
Oh yeah, I didn't think.
You thought it was gonna be Mamma Mia.
I thought it was gonna be a musical.
I know, that's why I was telling you it's a good movie.
It's not a musical. It's not good, but it doesn't try to be
it
good.
is.
I like the one part where she's like learning how to dance on her own on the stairs.
Yeah, oh yeah, when she's in
Like the montage
yeah.
parts. Yeah.
That whole did you like when she comes up the stairs and she brings the watermelon and she goes, I carried a watermelon?
Wait, no, my favorite part was that when I was like, is that dude carrying 2 watermelon?
Yeah.
Like, why are these watermelon look
Why
like
are
that?
they
But
so
then all of a
awful?
sudden she grabs one, he walks in and he has 2 more. I'm like, was that man carrying 3
He was
watermelon
carrying
this
3
whole
watermelons
time?
the whole time.
I'm like, this dude's yoked up.
You know what? When
But
I
also
rewatched
define
it most
3
recently,
watermelon that shape.
when I watched it most recently, I had the exact same thought. It's because we've both been in the gym.
I was just like, yo, nobody's talking about how this man just carried 3 15-pound watermelon. Like
Another
it was
thought-
nothing. Like he bear hugged it. That man could kill a bobcat.
Do you know what? Yeah, that man could kill a bobcat. I don't think AI could make Dirty Dancing or No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, I don't think AI will do a good job making film.
No.
Or stand up. There's no emotion that AI has.
Yeah, so that's why
Yeah.
we're all gonna be fine at the end of the day.
Right.
It's gonna be-
Everyone else is going to be
Yeah.
out of a job.
Yeah, but us, baby,
Right. The
we're
people
still
who
on
are
a
not even really in a
podcast.
job yet. What other
Um,
parts did I like about the movie, Jack?
And then we gotta apologize.
You liked the music.
Yeah, the music
music's
was solid.
pretty good.
It was definitely
good.
solid.
It's good 60s with a little bit of 80s music in
Right.
there.
I mean, it's
It's
like
so cozy to me, that movie. That movie is
it's definitely
like
cozy. I get it.
like No Country for Old Men, great movie. You're like, I'm clearly watching like good art, whatever. Also, I thought Josh Brolin was hot in that movie. I was like, yeah, this is
Josh Brolin's
you're really sexy in
awesome
this.
and everything.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he's also like it's the Patrick Swayze effect. It's
Yeah.
like not necessarily that they're like, wow, look at them.
No,
It's
he's
more of
definitely
like
not
the
a
way
good
he
spouse.
carries himself, and it's like
Yeah.
such mysteriousness and
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
whoa.
bode well for my taste in men that I'm
or
like,
your mental health, really.
no.
I mean, I feel as if Josh Brolin's probably a pretty solid dude.
Yeah, but his act,
But, like,
his
yeah.
character in that seems like a good guy because he's trying to get that money so his wife can quit Walmart, which is nice of him.
Right.
But also, it's like maybe just ask her what she wants. Actually,
Yeah, but like,
you know what? She would rather both of you live.
But if you've learned anything from these 2 movies, it doesn't matter what
it
she
doesn't
wants.
matter what women want, and
Dude,
that's
Dirty
that's-
Dancing was so like just the way that these like guys were.
But
And
that's
then-
why I was telling you when we were talking about it. You were like, it's a movie that's about the '60s that doesn't talk about race really, and I was like, it does address that's happening, but it's not about that. But I was like, it's way more about like women in that time
Yeah.
period and like that wave of feminism and stuff and the way women
It was
were.
cool, and I like that. The one dude where I was like, man, that's probably fucking me. Was the worst
dying to
dude
know.
ever? Jack, what was the dude? The remember the dude
I
that was
know.
like, my dad's
Yeah, the guy who was like dating Baby at first that like
Yeah.
set her up with.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dude
yeah.
with the nose and a half.
Oh well, yeah, you guys look alike, obviously.
Right, not so much
Yeah.
the appearance
Yeah.
wise.
No,
But then
for
I think
sure.
my favorite part was when the dude from Jurassic Park eventually hits you with the one-liner joke when he did stand up.
It was pretty good.
He was like, oh my all the girls I date
My girlfriend is
starts
exactly
looking
like my
like
mother. She looks like my mother. She acts like my mother. I take her home. My father doesn't like her.
That's a good one.
and
Yeah,
it's nobody lauged, and I was like, that is a fire
That's a killer joke.
It's a killer joke.
It's all that Borscht
It's
Belt.
also
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what that is.
It's also perfect time, like era of like a late
Yeah.
night joke.
Totally.
It's short to the punch, it's banging, and I was like, that's my favorite
Somebody's
part of the
gotta
film.
get. Somebody's gotta
It
get.
hooked him.
Yeah, it really did, because I was like,
Greg was like, "This is a great joke," and then he was locked in.
yeah, I was like,
Greg likes Dirty Dancing for the stand-up. He's like, I thought this was a musical. I didn't know it was a special.
I was like,
This
oh
is
shit,
awesome.
dude. I'm like, what's this guy? What else is this guy done?
Okay, we gotta apologize.
I want to apologize to everyone who I shit on before giving a try. And that's the creators.
That's big, Greg. That's one of the biggest.
The
That's one of the
creators of
biggest-
Dirty Dancing. If you're still alive, baby.
You know who's the choreographer? Kenny Ortega of High School Musical
Whoa,
fame.
well that sucked.
Yeah, we're all.
So
in
you can't
this
hit all of
together.
them. I mean, I guess the choreography to Dirty Dancing was pretty easy.
Choreo of High School Musical is also iconic. So
Right.
anyway,
So yeah, it was shout out that I apologize to the camera because I think that you've done a great job today. And when you take over the world,
oh yeah,
just
tech
know I look pretty
technology,
good
yeah.
inside your frame.
Nice.
That's a nice little sexual innuendo to end
There
on.
we go. Yeah, I'll apologize for how long an explanation of of AI we did on this podcast.
Yeah, we really got into
that
it.
was really too much.
But not because we didn't like it, AI.
no, because we love you,
because
obviously.
we don't
and
want
I'm
everyone to
sorry
know
that
your dark
I'm sorry
secrets.
that I implied you could ever do anything bad, and I'm sorry for miming oral sex when I was talking about the way you speak to us.
I will have sex with you, is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
I was just suggesting what Greg's gonna do with you,
Right.
which you'll love, and Greg will love even more because. Anyway,
Okay.
so I think we're probably in good shape with that.
Great job. Yo, welcome back to season 2.
And I'm sorry it took
feels
me
good.
so long to watch No Country for Old Men, and also that I watched it in installments. But it was from, I was
It
riveted.
took you longer
the
to
entire
watch
time.
it than to get to watch it.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
took a whole week in Colombia to
Yeah.
watch No Country for Old Men.
Exactly. And I'm sorry the horses in Colombia like
Yo,
open-handed smack.
for real, dude. They're getting
Yeah.
treated like the women in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
if
my
you
God.
haven't seen Dirty Dancing, it's okay. Just go watch the way they treat horses in Colombia.
Yeah, just watch people putting horses down after they break a leg.
yeah.
I mean, really, shout out to
And
women
I'm sorry
in
to that
the
lady in my
1960s.
comments who is not conventionally attractive. I know you
That's actually
tried
my
to lump
second
me
account.
in with you, but I would say that you're wrong.
Ooh, nice.
and
And
I'm
your
sorry that
cat's
you're. I'm
ugly.
sorry you're ugly.
And your cat's ugly.
I'm
also,
sorry you're ugly.
I want to say shout out to my mom because my mom was like,
Your mom missed the pod.
she was a woman back in the
She
day.
still is.
You know what I mean?
She still is.
Like that shit was tough, dog.
Yeah.
Like that's a tough life for women back
Greg's a
then.
pod. Greg just learning about the plight of women. That's why Dirty Dancing is an important movie.
Thank
That's why
God.
it's in the Library of Congress.
Thank God that there is no more plight of women because I don't want to
agree.
be.
I agree. We
I don't
did
wanna
it.
be
Women,
blind
we did
anymore.
it.
I just
Anyway.
can't. So thank God that we figured that part out.
That's our podcast. We love you. And yeah, we're back with season 2. Woo!
Yeah. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Bye.